let's talk about an optical slotted switch, one of these units here. Now I salvaged these out of an old Hewlett Packard printer. There's a half a dozen of them there, and in fact on all the motors there's a unit on each motor, and to get the position of the motor. This is what it looks like over here. It just has a, here it is here. It's got an infrared emitting diode, and then it's got a receiver here. This is positive and negative, and this side, sometimes it's the emitter, sometimes it's a collector over here. It could be switched over. In order to test it, I just put a 330 ohm resistor. I put it on across both of them, because if you put full 5 volts across here, you'll just burn it up. And then I applied voltage to it one way and then the other to see if the light actually, you could actually see the infrared light. Now you can't see it with your naked eye, but if you're very careful, you can see it with a camera. Now, the normal camera on your phone, cell phone, this happens to be an i4, and you can't detect it. These have a filter in them, infrared filter, and so I have an old flip phone up here, and I can turn this light off up here, and with the old flip phone, I don't know if you can see it there, it shows up purple on the phone here. And turn that off and then turn that back on again. So you can detect it with an old camera or an older flip phone here. So now, in order to make it more useful, these phototransistor outputs are only good for about 4 milliamps. So I added a transistor to it so I could drive a bigger load here. Now, in this configuration here, when you apply voltage to it, this side, this LED is going to be off. And when I close block the light here, then this LED will turn on. And in this configuration here, is when your power's over here, this LED is going to be on. And when you block the light coming here, it'll turn off. So I'll put those in the description. I'll put this diagram in the description. So I've got the unit here. This is the top one up here. The LED's off, and when I block the infrared light there, it turns on. And this one here is on all the time, and when I block the light, it turns off. So get them both there. There we go. So that's all there is to it. It makes a nice little switch for detecting, movement, or a device you can put in front of it, or for a limit switch. And anyway, that's an optical slotted switch, and I'll put this in the description. Thank you.